All right, man, we back. Appreciate everybody for checking back in, man. I just wanted to have a little fun, man, today. A lot of people take this spin stuff serious, so shit, let me fuck somebody day up, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. All the haters, all the people that like the content, all the people that share the content, all the people that thumbs down the content, don't really care. Just glad that you come back and you spend your Saturday afternoon with your boy. No deal on chill for your boy. Might hit the casino, I doubt it, because I'm going downtown tomorrow. Possibly. If not, I might go down there tonight, hit the roulette table, see if we get some money. But hey, let's talk about Spooky Spence. Spooky Bookie Ookie Dookie Ookie Spence. All his fanboys in the frenzy. They talking A side, B side, all this shit, man. I was just chilling, listening to some Spice One, riding with the strap side of me. Y'all know about that Spice One, man. You know, Oakland and Detroit. Shit, like Jalen Rose said, we like cousins. You know, Be Legit did shit with Street Lord, Cheddar Boys, Icewood, E40, you know, and Cream Up, Too Short, shit, all them niggas, Mac Drake, you know, shit, Oakland, California niggas and Michigan niggas got a nice little connection. Real, just ain't Southwest Terry and Big Meech and shit like that. I might be a little bit too deep for niggas, but because niggas, when I was in school, niggas said the California kids, even the Bay Area, I had niggas from Frisco, Oakland, and motherfuckers from Compton and shit like that. You know, LA. They'll all say we sound proper. That's what they think down south. We sound proper. Them motherfuckers sound country. That's crazy. They say we sound proper. Niggas from California, all up Oakland, Frisco, niggas from Compton, LA. I had people all over. But we got together. I mean, I ain't never had a problem with a nigga I met from California. And I've been to SoCal. Never had a problem with a nigga I met from California. You know what I'm saying? Never. So they all say we sound proper and shit. That shit was so crazy to me. But they sounded country as fuck. But it was all good. Zoe Life, what's going on? Sean, I see you. John Black Johnny, I'm gonna keep calling you that because I can't pronounce that shit. Mr. Childs, QD. He said, "Bud got the welterweight shook. They scared to death. The true and the real boogeyman in Nebraska. The real boogeyman in Nebraska. Ball game 15. Salute. The real boogeyman is in Nebraska. The Cornhuskers. The illest nigga from Nebraska. You know, the real boogeyman, Bud Crawford. That don't even sound right. Boogeyman Errol Spence. That don't even fit that nigga persona. You know what I'm saying? You know, Scooby Doo Spence. Get this nigga Scooby Snack to come out just to look at Terrence Crawford. Scooby Snack Spence. We gotta get Shaggy. Shaggy gotta hype him up to go fight to go out there and fight Bud. Yeah, at least keep Thurman 100. Keep Thurman say, I'm a hoe and I know I'm a hoe. Keith Thurman say they gonna pay me a lot of. You notice that's the narrative from PBC fighters. Or all of a sudden when it come to Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, you don't hear him say, I need 60, I need 40, 95, 97. You don't see that from him, do you? You know, when it come to Keith Thurman, eyes takes what eyes can get. Eyes takes what I can get. Well, Keith said 20%. Eyes take 20% from Keith. When it come to Bud Crawford, who that nigga on the high, on the nag? You know, Master Al. I'm gonna need at least 60, 40 from Spin. Really, I want 99 to his one. You know, because they know, like I said, you either build or you destroy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here to destroy that whole shit. All that narrative, all them fake fans, all them niggas that mimic what somebody else say or regurgitate or say what everybody else say, man, we killing that shit at the end of the second half of 2020. We killing that shit, man. All that fake shit, they want to poke holes at, oh, he ain't black enough, oh, that guy ain't black enough. Man, at the end of the day, look at this, man. How y'all treating Crawford? How y'all treating Crawford? Y'all nigga come and talk to me. I really wanna interview. Come and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? They begging this nigga. I wanna know. I wanna know. I wanna know. Niggas come and talk to me. Baby, please. James Brown's, please. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I wouldn't talk to these niggas neither, dog. You all knows up to Errol Spence and shit. Scooby Snack Spence. You ever notice I fight Keith? It ain't never number with Keith Thurman. It ain't 50-50. It ain't I want 60 to fight Keith Thurman. It ain't I want 20 million to fight Keith Thurman. It ain't that I want 30 million to fight Keith Thurman. You know, come on, when it's Bud, nigga, Keith Thurman, you know, I need that money. I need that incentive. All you need is incentive to go. One more incentive you need is go get a belt. He said when you see they put on that slave voice, them dudes from Texas start punching the air. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this shit crazy, man. They don't want to. They ignore everything the nigga say. He nigga get out there and say, I need a 60% to fight Bud. When it's Keith Thurman, it ain't never a number about Keith Thurman. It ain't never a number. It ain't a decimal point. It ain't a percentage. It ain't carry the one. It ain't business. It's about fighting. It's about fight. When it comes to Keith Thurman, he right. Y'all bad not fighting it. Hey, y'all. When it comes to Bud, I want to know. Come and talk to me. I want to know. When it's Bud, them niggas get to sound like Jodeci and shit. They get to sound like Jodeci and shit. They want to talk about numbers. Come and talk to me. 60-40. Yeah, they know. I can just tell. Like sometimes you could just tell, nigga, by growing up. If you difference between street smarts and book smart, you can read body language. You know what I'm saying? You can see when somebody trying to finesse you and stuff of that nature. Like I can see that from a mile away. I can see that from a mile. When a nigga got to talk about I want 60, 100,000 to 1,000, that nigga sound like Future. We ain't about to have a money. When he get to talk about money, I need more money. I need this. I need that. I need Evian. I need this pot of water in my shit. Oh man, we gotta make it here. Oh, I'm gonna get to eat. The nigga say it on camera. I caught the video camera. He said I want the easy belt. He's gonna take the easy road with Sean Porter. He said, Terry, why you don't want to fight me? I'll take the easy road. Come on, you heard Sugar Ray Robinson saying that? Hey, Carmen Brasilio, I'm going to take the easy road. Jake LaMotta, I'm going to take the easy road. Even Floyd, y'all call Floyd a ducker. And after, Floyd ducked this guy. You ever heard Floyd say, you know what? I'm going to go fight Berto. I've been in the game. The thing about the game is don't take no punishment. You know what I'm saying? Hit and don't get hit. I ain't never heard. I heard Floyd say a lot of shit, but I ain't never said I'm gonna take the easy road. I'm gonna fight Andre Berto. I'm gonna get the 50-0. I'm gonna fight Conor McGregor. I'm gonna take the easy road. He ain't never said that. I'm gonna take the easy road. He said the easy road. Nah. I'm gonna smash this bitch into the dirt. I'm gonna smash this bitch into the dirt. I'm gonna smash it to the dirt. I'm a ride to I ain't gonna say that now, Lil Nas X, but I'm gonna smash this bitch into the dirt. I'm gonna run this into the ground. I'm gonna run this into the motherfucker. This is what they want to hear. This is what they want to hear. This is what they want to hear. I'm gonna run this into the ground. I'm gonna run it. I'm gonna run it till it can't run. No. I'm gonna run it into the motherfucking ground. Because they sit here selling this bullshit. They sit here, and at the end of the day, I ain't part of Bud Crawford crew. I'm far from that. But hell, I ain't about to just let them niggas sit there and they gonna pick on this fighter and pick on that fighter, but they ain't got their ducks in order. Yeah, I'm gonna give this to LeBron ESPN treatment. I'm gonna give this to Michael Jordan if it was Michael Jordan played in the social media era. Because always nigga want you to take all motherfuckers get to take the Huey Newton road. They could take the Malcolm X road, but no, I gotta take the Martin Luther King road. I gotta take the high road. If Bud lose, he lose. It don't make me no difference. Unless I put money on it. Brandon Reese. Y'all niggas act like I care if somebody lose. Like I'm gonna go hide into some shit. Oh my God, he lost. Shit, I just want to see the fight. But we gonna act like this nigga ain't said some of the most suspect shit in the world. We gonna act like he ain't said, and all of a sudden the narrative changed. First, the narrative was he too small, right? Terrence Crawford too small. And I'm like, all right, he too small. All right. I believe that too. You know what I'm saying? I believe that too. I said, yeah, he might be too small, blase blah. And then he proved that he wasn't too small versus Jeff Horn. And we like, all right, the nigga really ain't that small. Now it changed. Now the narrative has changed to, he too small. Again, boy rocked you. Oh, now you on the wrong side of the street. Now the side of the street, then he on the wrong side of the street and blah, blah. And then you had people that was Errol Spence supporters saying he sounds suspect, sounding that saying that shit. He sound like he on the same side of the street. Now all of a sudden he got to sign with PBC to get the Spence fight. Then, if he signed with PBC to get the Spence fight, what does Spence say? Oh, I really don't want to fight that nigga. I want to move up. Oh, now Bud got to move up to 154. Mayweather moved up this many. De La Hoya moved up this many. Tommy moved up to cruiserweight. Why can't Terrence Crawford move up? I'm telling you, they're going to continue to move the goalposts. At the end of the day, if this is what y'all truly running with, is that he on the wrong side of the street, cool. At the end of the day, I say this. Who is Errol Spence fought on the same side of the street? He ain't fought none of them niggas top welterweight. None of them. I can name 13 welterweights they got over there. Victor Ortiz, has he fought to him? No. Andre Berto, has he fought him? No. When Jesse Vargas was over there, he didn't fight him neither, but we want to include him. Sergey Lipies, did he fight him? No. John Molina, did he fight him? No. But Bud Crawford did. Felix Diaz, did he fight him at the welterweight division when he was there? No. Bud Crawford fought him. Did he fight Sammy Vasquez or Luis Collazo when they was over there? I'm going to count them too because they're no longer there. No, he did not fight them two neither. Did he fight Jamal James yet? No. Did he fight your Dennis Yugas yet? No. Who else is in this division? Did he fight Josita Lopez yet? No. If Marcos Madonna came back, he may come back. He wouldn't get that fight neither. Did he fight Adrian Broner yet? No. They fed Adrian Broner to Madonna. Well, he picked Madonna. They fed him to Sean Porter. They fed him to Mikey Garcia. They fed him to everybody. Did he get a Paulie or Zab? No, I'm not even counting them. But them 9 guys I said already. Did he get Sean Porter yet? No. DW23, he didn't get Sean Porter yet. King of Hood, Texas Salute. He didn't get him. And people saying, oh, this Sean Porter fight is a great fight. Nigga, Keith Thurman did it 3 years ago. Keith Thurman did that 3 years ago. What Jay-Z said, that's my old shit. He did that 3 years ago. Did he get Danny Garcia? He ain't been doing shit. That's 11. Now, I'm not even counting some of the people I said. Like I said, that's 11. He didn't get Danny Garcia neither. Keith Thurman, he been chasing him since he was 15-0, 2014, I think, or 15. That's 11 current PBC welterweights, and I counted about 15 other welterweights that he did not get. So who did he fight on the same side of the street? Lamont Peterson. Okay. Let's give him a clap. Hand clap. Can we give him a hand clap? Hold on. Can we give him a hand clap? Give me a minute. I don't even know if they still got that feature. They used to have that shit, man, when I first did this shit. That shit crazy. They probably don't have it no more. Nope. This shit about to go away. We used to get niggas like hand claps and shit like that. We can't do that no more. But he didn't get those guys. Not even a Berto. He couldn't even get a $5 foot long. Javier said, I got banned from Legend Channel pointing this out. How's Crawford on the wrong side of the street for Spence, but Fury ain't on the wrong side of the street for Wilder? Exactly. He said, I don't know, he must be talking to somebody in the chat. All I'm saying is this. Who is Errol Spence fought on his side of the street? That's all your boy trying to say. Kell Brook wasn't the PBC fighter. Larry Bundu wasn't the PBC fighter. Chris Algieri, he Star Banner boxing, whatever the fuck. One of them dudes that Demetrius Andrade was with. So all I'm saying is, and I'm just having fun with this shit. All I'm saying is this: who has Errol Spence fought on his same side of the street? Mikey was 2 weight classes lower. He not even considered a welterweight. On God in them, man. In my AB voice, he didn't even get AB. He didn't get a Granados. He didn't even get a Granados. Hey, he didn't get a Granados. So at the end of the day, tell me where I'm lying at. Tell me where I'm hating at. I'm not hating. Hating is me going out my way saying Sean Porter gonna beat him. I ain't got no reason to hate on none of these fighters, bro. Ain't nobody took my chick. If you can't take that bitch, you know what I'm saying? He said Fury was he ain't a free agent right now. Fury ain't. Fury with top rank Frank Warren, all Frank Warren top fighters, except maybe not Daniel Du Bois is what ESPN. BT Sports is ESPN, from what I understand. All your boy trying to say is this: who is Earl Spence fought on his side of the street? So at the end of the day, just because you're on the same side of the street don't mean, especially PBC can't make the fights happen. They can't force you to fight nobody. You think if Charlo loses to Harris, and you think Spence will try to avenge the loss? Why not? Why not? But for what? You ain't done nothing at 47. I mean, why would you go chase Tony Harrison, who don't have the name of a Crawford, who don't have the name of a Keith, even though he may never get Keith? But hey, power to him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I'm still not letting this shit go. When he go into the Hall of Fame, I'm gonna drag my big ass down there, and I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm like, you ain't no real Hall of Famer. You Doug Bud. You Doug Bud. You Doug Bud. Period. Because whenever it's a black on black fight for us, we don't never get that. Mayweather and Mosley didn't want to fight when they was young. We don't never get shit for us. And that's the bigger picture, man. We don't never get the shit. Danny Jacobs and Charlo when it should have happened. They didn't want Danny Jacobs didn't want to fight. Angelo, salute. We don't never get shit for us in boxing, never. Cinco de Mayo, Mexican Independence Day holiday. They do all these Hispanic cards, the Microsoft Center. They do these cards out in Texas. They do them in Southern California. You know, they do these Christmas, these December cards, fall winter cards for Lomachenko. They do a fall card for this guy. Well, I mean, when we get something for us? Floyd did fight Judah. Judah came off a loss. He came off a loss. He lost to Baltimore. I believe Floyd fought Baltimore first. Because Roger Mayweather, I might have been wrong. I think Floyd might have fought Baltimore first. It went one of the way because they Baltimore, because Roger Mayweather was in jail for one of them fights. Then he got suspended in the Zab Judah fight. I can't remember which way it went. But that motherfucker lost first. He lost to Baltimore. And then Floyd ran from Baltimore all night. He was pot shotting, he was jittery. I remember that shit. I remember what order they go in. But yeah, he did fight him. He fought Chop, Sharper Mitchell. He fought some brothers, but when it came time to fight Timothy Bradley, he wasn't gonna do that. He said, "You acting like Danny and Broner and Keith been looking to fight Earl." Look here, man. Look here. That's that. You're proving my point, Gary Mays. You proving my point. Look how you hanging yourself. Look how you. I'm gonna read his comments, but he hanging himself right here. He's making my. He said Floyd fought Baltimore after he beat Zab. Okay. I know what happened. One of which way, but he making my point for me, Gary Mays, and I'm not trying to pick on him or nothing. But he said, CJ, bro, you acting like Danny, Broner, Keith, Berto been looking to fight Earl. You know them niggas was avoiding him. So if they can't make them niggas on the same side of the street fight Earl, if Bud come over there, they can't make Earl fight Bud. Quan, what's going on? Tell little Quan I said what's going on. His birthday, I believe it is. Or was it last Saturday? My days mixed up. But tell him I said happy belated birthday. But you proving my point. So why would I come to your side of the street? Why would I come to your side of the street? And you can't even get fights over there. You can't even get Danny to fight. Danny Garcia don't even have a belt. Who he has the audacity to say who and who not he gonna fight? Come on, get out of here. So you telling me you want Bud to go over there and still be avoided? Because they can't make their fighters do nothing. If this was the case, Keith Thurman be having to fight Errol Spence. And y'all happy like, oh, Earl gets to fight Sean Porter, and it's great for Earl. Keith Thurman did that 3 years ago. All right, salute. He said it was yesterday. Cool. Yeah, I know it was today Saturday. All I'm saying is you prove my point, follow me. You prove my point, follow me. You prove my point. So that's my point. If they can't make them fight Earl, if they can't make them dudes fight Earl, then what make you think they still gonna fight Terrence? Or he gonna fight Terrence? He not. It's just an excuse. First he was too small. You know? Oh, he couldn't take a shot. Look what Gamble. If the dude was so easy to fight, I'm pretty sure Earl would have just took the belt. He was willing to go take Jeff Horn belt. Danny Garcia was calling out Jeff Horn. Keith Thurman was saying who was Jeff Horn. So you telling me you want Bud to go over there and be like Errol Spence and get danced around? As soon as he go sign over, this nigga gonna move up. Yes, he is ducking him. Yes, he is ducking him. He ducking him. Period. I'm telling y'all niggas, he ducking him. Yeah, Brandon Reese asked Gary Russell if he signed the Al and get you the fight you want. He ducking him. He told y'all that in the video. I'm going for the easy belt. He said this last year. I'm going for the easy belt. Why wouldn't I get the easy belt? Boy, like fight me now. I don't get the easy belt. So you telling me that's the hard route? But if you the real boogeyman, you do what Paul Williams did. I can't get Floyd. I can't get Pacquiao. I take Margarito. I take Katana, lost, beat him up again. I try to fight Cameron Citron. He fell out the ring. You fight the best available. You fight the best available. But he ain't no boogeyman. That already been exposed. He ain't no boogeyman. You fight the best available. I seen real dudes that's been ducked. I seen all the dudes that think they got the greatest power, the most power. How can he take his shot? I seen all them dudes exposed, man. I seen all them dudes exposed, man, through the years. The dude is always a dudes that, oh man, Lucas Batiste, he nobody could take his power. Kotelnik, he's another one. Madonna, nobody could take his power. Victor Ortiz is one. I seen all this shit come and go. From Julian Jackson to Terry Norris to all these great power punchers, man. I seen the hypest of the hypest fall. I seen the rise. I seen them fall. Boxing ain't shit, but history. History repeats itself. It may not necessarily repeat itself in the same shape, form, or fashion, but it repeats itself. And I seen niggas like Earl Spence before. Nigga played a role, act like he been ducked, but guess what? Guess what? The truth always comes to the light. He know he a fraud. He know he can't win. He know he not a top fighter. You know, anytime a nigga start making contingency plans and going against their word, anytime a nigga start saying, "Oh, easy, I'm gonna take the easy fight." Anytime, no boogeyman say that. Anytime a nigga start saying, "I ain't never fighting on no app. I'm not never fighting on ESPN, only Showtime ESPN. I'm not fighting on app." All of a sudden now I'll go fight Canelo. Well, Canelo ain't coming to Showtime. He ain't coming to Fox. You going over to an app. But you just say you ain't fighting nowhere else with Fox and ESPN. I mean Fox or Showtime. So what is it? When a nigga starts stumbling, that's the great thing about social media. If you drunk, you sober, well, you said it. It's always embedded there. And I ain't perfect. I said some shit that I said that. Some nights I might have had some yak. I don't drink the yak no more. I might have had some Bombay, or I might have had some 1800. I might have had some, and I might have said some shit. It is what it is. We all make mistakes. I'm not holding them. I'm not saying that Errol Spence is supposed to be perfect, but anytime you get the buck dancing and dancing around this shit, and then you got your little YouTube niggas that's supposed to do quality control. They supposed to do quality control. They supposed to clean up after your shit. You want to clean up after your shit, because if the nigga don't fight him in 2020, then what y'all gonna say? Oh, he got to come up to 54. Oh, Canelo is a bigger fight. Oh, he gonna fight Tony Harrison and Jamel. It's gonna be excuse after excuse. Just be a real nigga right here, man. I know it's rare for niggas to be real over the internet. Just keep it 100 and be like, you know what, man? He never wanted to fight him. If it come to that, if you don't fight him in 2020, keep it a buck. Keep it a buck. Because it's never any urgency, and this is what I'm trying to get y'all to point. It's bigger than Terrence Crawford. It's bigger than Errol Spence. It's bigger than this. It's bigger. Niggas say, oh, you don't like Earl because of that nigga. I'll never not like another nigga because of another nigga. I don't care about that. That shit for weak-minded niggas. That's for weak-minded ass niggas, man. All I'm saying is the real, and this year, I may say this again, I may never say this again, but I've said it before. The real premise of this is right here. This is my real mission statement. It ain't to destroy a nigga channel. It ain't to expose nobody. Because if I expose a nigga, I put his name in this motherfucker. You know, blase blah talk, you know, weak whoop-de-whoop, blam ass lying, and I'll record niggas saying shit, and I chop it up into a compilation, and I can chop niggas up 1,000 ways. You know, I can reveal a lot of things to make that nigga not like that nigga and just destroy everything, but I'm not gonna do that. That's not my point. My point is for y'all to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is it's a black versus black fighter. They don't never go out their way to make black versus black fights. They never do. It's deeper than that. They never go out their way to make the black versus black fights. They don't. They play with these fighters' mind. They play with these fighters' mind, right? They play with these fighters' mind. They tell them, you can make more money fighting a Hispanic fighter. You can make more. They never want to invest into black fighters, and they never want to invest into the black community. That's what y'all need to understand. Y'all making it easy for these niggas not to invest into a black fight. Do you think Bob Arum really want to invest into Crawford and Spence? Had this been somebody Sanchez or this been Canelo Rodriguez, him and Al Hammond find a way to make it happen. Al Hammond the same way. PBC was built off the strength of Floyd Mayweather beating Hispanic fighters. And a lot of these niggas doing their grunt work for them. They don't want to do nothing for us. They don't want to put that fight on for us. They don't want to put that fight on in general. They're going to tell you, oh, they don't have enough fans, or their personality too boring, or we don't know where the stage to fight at. Nobody cares about the fight. Nobody's pushing for the fight. And a lot of you Errol Spence niggas are scared because he might lose. He fighting Sean Porter. Nobody count Sean Porter. They know the nigga gonna win that fight. That might count Sean Porter. He fighting him 3 years too late. A draw, 2 losses too late. And I'm not saying the loss matter like that, but that ain't no fight. That ain't the fight niggas gonna be debating over. Everybody with Errol Spence. I'm talking about a significant fight for us. A fight that a lot of you niggas say, you know what? Hey man, I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna catch that flight, that Greyhound or that Amtrak, and I'm going to that shit. I'm gonna get my clothes together, my money right. They fighting in blase blah. I'm gonna go there and do that. Him and Sean Porter ain't no big fight. It's not a big fight. That ain't no fight. That ain't no fight niggas gonna debate over. That ain't considered I ain't saying that Earl and Terrence is a super fight, but that ain't no super fight. That ain't no mega fight. That ain't even no pay-per-view fight. Ain't no nigga saying, I'm I'll pay $100 to go to Sean Porter. The Sean Porter fight. I'm just saying it's a nice event to go to, but it ain't no major fight. They made into a pay-per-view. They made into a pay-per-view because Errol Spence kept running the bag up on him. He had like this nigga fighting. He had like this nigga fighting like Sugar Ray Leonard. You ain't fighting no fucking Sugar Ray Leonard, nigga. You fighting Sean Porter, the same nigga who couldn't sell out a Family Diner, the same nigga who can go back to Cleveland, Akron, and couldn't sell out. That's the same nigga. He said now Sean an easy fight. Did I call Sean an easy fight? Or did Earl Spence call Sean an easy fight? Did I call Sean an easy fight, or did that come out of Earl Spence's mouth? Did that come out of Earl Spence's mouth? Sean is easy fight. I didn't say Sean Porter was easy fight, but did that come out of Earl Spence's mouth? I want the easy belt. I'm gonna go to easy road. I want the easy belt. Sean Porter easy fight. If Sean Porter didn't have a belt, I wouldn't be fighting him. That's not what I said. This is coming out your God, your king, your everything voice. See how a nigga hang himself? It's a good fight, but it's not a big fight. What fight would you rather pay $75 for? Sean Porter and Earl Spence, or Earl Spence and Bud Crawford? Truth be told, can't none of them niggas sell out nothing. None of them niggas sell. All them niggas comp tickets. The truth be told, a lot of these niggas ain't never went to nobody fight. A lot of these dudes ain't never went to nobody fight. I went to Golovkin and Canelo, and they was giving out tickets in front of Penn Station. The Broner card, they gave out tickets for that when I went to Brooklyn. You think these niggas moving 16, 20,000 seats? They not, bro. They not. They comping. When they had them pictures I had them pictures of Sean Porter, and they was giving away a whole bunch of stack of tickets. That's common for everybody. That's common. I got a homeboy that get free tickets to every Barclays Center fight. It ain't at the top neither. It ain't at the top neither. The nigga sitting right next to Charlo. Right on the floor. Giving away free tickets. Oh yeah, I got these for free, 2 or 3 of them. Like, come on. This ain't nothing new. I don't have to expose this. I had a homie tell me he got, was it a Lomachenko fight? He got for $17 where he felt he could see the sweat hitting his fucking hands and his head and shit. These niggas ain't really moving tickets like that. And I can attest to that because I've been to some of these fights. I've been to local fights where, they say it's a sellout, but shit, I just got free tickets. So don't believe the hype. Now, Mayweather tickets, I don't know. I ain't never been to a Mayweather fight. But they do comp. They comp, Magic Johnson, LeBron. But those are celebrity comps. You got that in every fight. He said, what's good? Nate Gorman is trash. Man, that motherfucker, man. I ain't never watched him. If I seen it today, I think the Boyz is really, really good. But I like the Boyz. But all I'm saying is this, man. When niggas talk about ticket, all them niggas fabricating lie. Oh, the Barclays Center tickets numbers is 15,000. But they don't tell you they gave away 7, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1,000 worth of tickets, though. They don't tell you that. They don't tell you that. I've been to these fights. I've been to, you need tickets for this fight. Or I know how to get on StubHub the day before the fight and the tickets drop 20, 30%. Like, I done been there, done that. And I ain't trying to expose nobody, but shit, man, you can't be going by what these niggas be saying. Or they can't sell this and they can't sell that and they can't do this. And at the end of the day, I ain't no business major. And never majored in business. Majored in communications and English. Work study in English and English teacher. I've never majored in business because either you know how to run a business or you don't know how to run a business, or you can teach yourself. That's the stupidest major you can go. Nobody wants to pay you to run their business. At some point, they're going to fire your black ass or white ass or Hispanic ass. Nobody wants to pay you to run a business. There's so many self-made, businessmen that make their own outmade. It's a landscape truck. They got QuickBooks. They figure it out. You seen that in the Wu-Tang series where, the RZA brother, he ran all that shit, and eventually, they got mad at him because he had to get paid. But that's a totally different story, and it's messed up though. It's a messed up game. Yeah, they get tickets everywhere, man. Everywhere you can find tickets at, man. So I don't even get into ticket sales, man. But my whole thing about it is, like, we need to really push for them to fight because that's something for us. When was the last time we had a black major fight between two undefeated fighters? I don't remember. Hearns and Leonard, you know, if some of us was alive. I'm not Hearns and Leonard, but Hearns and Hearns, no, Leonard and Hearns. You know, I mean, a real major fight, man. I think both guys got potential to be a pantheon great. That would be our Hearns and Leonard. Even though I don't know how old they was at the time, that's a great fight. You know, a lot of people don't understand. Like a lot of hood niggas came to that fight. Rashid Town salute. You had the YBI niggas came to support Tommy Hearns. Was that the Leonard or the Hagler fight? One of them they came. A lot of street niggas. That's Maserati Rick and a lot of street niggas came. A lot of players came to Caesar's Palace to see that. A lot of people came to see that. You know, but like I said before, for that fight to sell, the media tour had to be crazy. The media tour had to be crazy. He said James Tony McCullum. I was yep. The media tour had to be crazy because it had to be a black media. They had to push that through BT, Black Radio, The Breakfast Club, Sway, 40 Shade 45. They had to push that through like a lot of, that's Eminem shit, but it's really nothing but black music that come on their interviews. A lot of people, they that was a black that was they don't understand how they fucking it up. But it is what it is. They gonna condition Spence how they did Floyd. Go chase the Mexican fighter and get the money and beat him and be king and be king. That's how Floyd became king. Excuse me. Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya. Before that, Floyd was a fucking buster. Floyd was the best in the business. He succeeded Roy Jones. A lot of people say Bernard Hopkins should have been that guy, but I'm not arguing it. He succeeded Roy Jones, but not until he fought Oscar De La Hoya was he crowned the popularity king. He started doing the Tonight Show after that, and this and that. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard was good because he was a gold medalist. Olympic gold meant something, but you can't tell a lot of these dudes a lot of stuff, man. You can't tell them nothing, man. I'm telling y'all, that's a very very important fight to really change the GPS of boxing. They want you to condition you that you need Keith and all you gotta do is beat Keith and he can move up and fight Canelo. It's a reason why they don't want to make Terrence and Errol because it's not just because somebody will win or lose or somebody will lose power. And it ain't just because of that, because they don't want to do shit for black people. Not no major shit. Sean Porter ain't no major shit. Even Keith Thurman at this point, the way he moving and acting, that ain't no the fight. The fight to be is Spence and Crawford. That's the fight. 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 I'm trying to tell you. But if it don't happen, it don't happen. It won't be the first time. I said, when it came to like the Puerto Rican Lopez, Juanma Lopez, and the Cuban and Yurkus Gamboa, Bob Arum didn't go out his way to make that fight happen. He fed fucking Lopez to Orlando Salido, who Gamboa had already beat. He smoked Lopez twice. Lopez said the referee had a gambling. He got hit so hard he accused the referee of having a gambling problem. So I'm telling you, they just go out the way. He said, "Why Manny leave Top Rank? Because he couldn't get no more fights over there. Because Lomachenko didn't want to fight him. Because Lomachenko didn't want to fight him. He would have stayed if Lomachenko would have fought him at 135. But y'all be killing me. Y'all be like, why this guy leave over here? Why did Danny Jacobs leave PBC then? Why did Jesse Vargas leave PBC then? Twice. He left Al twice. When he was in Mayweather Promotions, he left Al, and then he left. Got out his Top Rank deal, and he went over to the Zone. I can say that about a lot of people. Why did Vontaze Monterosian Louis leave? I know why he left because they didn't give him a rematch versus Charlo because he beat Charlo. You see people crying saying, "Oh, Charlo really beat Tony Harrison." That's how Vontaze Monterosian was. He beat Jamel Charlo in a lot of people's opinion, but did he get a rematch? No, he didn't get a rematch versus Jamel Charlo. You can say a lot of things. You can say a lot of things, man. A lot of things. Why did Amir Khan leave? Al Heyman. Well, I know why Matisse left. He had to, it was contractual. But y'all want to say, why does this guy leave? Why your guys just don't want to fight him? They agreed to split the venue. I mean, to split the networks, a joint network, ESPN and PBC. They agreed to split them. Nobody tied to a lengthy deal. But you know what? They don't believe they got going. And I said this before. All the PBC fighters said the same thing. Danny Garcia has no interest in fighting Bud Crawford. No interest. No interest. His daddy called him a nappy-headed nigga. He called him all that shit. We beat him in the amateurs once, and when they beat us, they called the runner-up. He had no interest. Bushido boxing, what's going on? No interest. Y'all ain't put shit together. They ain't put shit together. Y'all ain't put shit together. And he said Lopez and Gamboa would have been big on the East Coast, Florida, New York, with all the Cubans and Puerto Rico. Yup, and Bob Arum didn't care to make that fight. And Orlando Salido went out there and knocked his ass out with them looping fucking hooks or overhands, whatever you call them. I watched that fight, both of them. I knew Bishop Gorman, this nigga stupid, Big Baby Bishop, was going to. I never seen him fight before. But the boys, I guess he thought the boys were just a boxer, but it wasn't true. His jab was really good. Only thing I like to see him do was probably maybe, drop the jab to the body. That's the only thing I like to see him do is drop that jab to the body. But he didn't need to. That jab was a difference. You know, Gorman was fighting. Gorman was fighting to keep the boys off of him. The boys is gonna be a champion. If he can take a punch on the jaw, he's gonna be a champion. If he got heart, he gonna be a champion. Shit, AJ couldn't take it on the jaw with had heart. He can be a champion. I'm looking for. I mean, me personally, I'm looking for FA and Jobway and the boys. I know I'm looking forward to the far future. Yeah, I'm watching fights tonight. Yeah, I see that one kid knocked the old boy out with a sweeping left hook. That shit was dope on the undercard. I know Kamada and Ray Vargas were fighting. I like Kamada. I remember he lost to McDowell. I thought he got robbed. I think they fought twice. Right? I ain't going live for no fights. Hell no. That nigga Miles outside laid up in the dirt. He ready to come in. This nigga was just sleeping on my bed. He went to go run today. I'm about to get his doggy vest. He about to start pulling weights and shit. The boy's got a lot of potential. He needs to work on his body attack cutting. I don't think he need to work on. I don't think that's a big problem because Gorman can really move. Can't no heavyweight move like can't no heavyweight, but Tyson Fury really move like that. I don't think cutting off the ring was a problem today for him. He did that shit easy. He did. And can't no other heavyweight move like that other than Wilder. Wilder and maybe Huey Fury, but he's a bum. He be Huey Fury right now. He can be Huey Fury. He be Joe Joyce right now. There no heavyweights move like that. He can if he can deal with that guy movement. Only guy movement he probably couldn't really deal with is maybe Fury. That's it. Nobody else in the division moving like that I seen. He definitely got to worry about Sag Nasty or Jermaine Franklin. Yeah, why you gotta be my boy? I ain't from fucking Saginaw. Where is I? Have I been to Saginaw? I get Saginaw and another place up here mixed up. It's Saginaw. Damn, what's that? Muskegon. I've been to Muskegon. I think I've been to Muskegon or Saginaw. I can't remember. I get them mixed up. No, I did not see Huey Fury and Samuel Peters. Samuel Peters got to be like 70. You beat up. Yeah, how you feel like being TFMO? I'm not changed talk about how you feel about TFMO father getting beat up from Coach K. He got beat up. I don't know what you're trying to say. Hey, phrase that question. He got beat up, getting beat up from. He got jumped in the gym. Y'all heard about that shit? That shit terrible. That shit terrible. I shot them niggas. Real talk. You don't put your hands on no coach. Real talk. He probably in there talking cash shit. I turned that Jermaine Franklin shit off last night, man. I seen him fight live before. I've seen him fight live before. Yep. Yeah, I seen him fight live before. I didn't think he was that good to be on TV yet, but Yeah, I seen him fight live before. Yeah, I seen him fight live before. Yeah, that one, I seen him fight like this. The last time he fought, I seen that, but I seen him fight way before. I seen him. Matter of fact, I seen him fight today last year. That's the first time I seen him fight today last year. It's been a year. Yep, I seen him fight last year on this very same day. Yep, I seen him fight. I wasn't impressed when I seen him. I wasn't. The guy that he fought last time, not this past Saturday, the past Friday he fought, but he fought last time. He was on the undercard. I thought he lost to another older guy. I thought he outboxed him, but it's just my opinion. Big face worldwide salute. Yeah, yeah, Booker. Yeah, Booker. Booker was on that same card last year to this day. I thought Booker lost to another guy. He was an older guy, he had a lot of gray hair, but he was in shape. Yeah, I didn't watch that fight. I thought he was losing to that Forrest guy. I don't know. I don't know how they get down in the sag nasty, but I bet Draymond Green would be a good boxer where he runs slapping motherfuckers and shit. Yeah, the boy, I can't wait to see the boys in Effa and Job, boy. That's gonna be a fucking fight if they both keep rolling. That's gonna be a super fight internationally. Effa and Job, boy, bringing in Nigerians and if he can get the people in Houston to get behind him and Daniel Du Bois. Daniel Du Bois got a sister that fight and a little brother that fight. His sister got hands like a motherfucker. His sister got. I like Du Bois. Robert Navarro was going on. He went to good work. I mean, we had a quarterback named, was it John Navarro from Michigan? He wasn't shit though. John Navarro. I remember John. Hell yeah. Long neck white boy. He was all right. He was better than fucking Tate Forcier and well, old boy didn't get a chance to prove shit here. Ryan Mallett. He transferred because that's when Rich Rodriguez took over. But I remember, yeah. He said John Navarro. He was better than fucking. He was better than fucking. What's your boy? What's your boy name? He was better than your boy. He was better than your boy. Oh man. Well, the nigga from O'Corny. O'Corn. He was better than your boy O'Corny. He was better than your boy O'Corny. And your boy that throw all them picks. No. We ain't talking about Chad Henne. Talking about your boy that threw all them fucking picks. What was the boy name from Florida that shit, you know what I'm talking about, Darnell. The motherfucker from Florida that threw the picks versus Florida in the first game. Oh, what was that nigga name? I couldn't stand his ass. He had fucked up versus Iowa. He had like a Pro Bowl, a Heisman type of year, and then a couple years ago we played Iowa. And he threw all them picks, and then he said, "No, not Joe Milton. He ain't played the white boy." Damn, what was his name? Or Corn ended up replacing him for a minute. Oh my god, he came from shit. Shit, where did he come from, bro? This bothers me now. You know what I'm talking about, bro. He know what I'm talking. He being funny. The homeboy that threw all them picks versus Florida 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago? He threw that William Spate. That wasn't nobody worse than William Spate, bro. Shoelaces, Tate Forcier. William Spate was the worst quarterback in Michigan history, bro. William Spate by far was the most terriblest quarterback in the University. I couldn't. Him and O'Corn could have walked to the crib from Iowa. O'Corn was garbage. He could run, but he was garbage as hell. I can, man, them two, man. I take Tate Forcier, Shoelace. I take a crack hit off 7 mile before I take. He said, "Who you got?" Kamada Vargas. I think it's going to be a fight of the weekend, but I don't think Kamada can get the close decision. Worse, yeah. I ain't seen Ray Vargas fighting so long. He look old as hell, but they gonna try to rob Kamada. Especially, I think he would out him too. Motherfucker, man. That shit was crazy. Joe Milton's from Florida. He's gonna be a straight once he gets his accuracy right. Yeah, he threw that ball out of the big house the other day. He threw the ball out the big house. I think it never going out the big house. Yeah, I like Dylan McCaffrey. Shea Patterson could have left. Shea Patterson could have left, but he ain't had no blocking last year. But man, that's a tradition for me. I watch Michigan every Saturday. When they got sorry, I didn't watch no more because I had to work. But when they was sorry as hell, I didn't really take Saturdays off. But back in the day, when they had Braylon and the A Train and David Tyrell and all them back in the day from 90 whatever 99 97 when they played Washington State in the championship. I've been watching Michigan for a long time, but I didn't think it could get worse with Lloyd Carr left, but it did. It did. It got real worse when Lloyd Carr left. I talk shit about him. He wasn't shit. Stop it, man. Tennessee can't even get it. Man, Tennessee couldn't even win the Big Ten South, whatever it is. If Kamada win, they can set up Rigo ASAP. Man, that's a dangerous fight for Rigondeaux because Kamada can fight. He one of them fucking athletic Asians, I think he's from Japan. That motherfucker can fight. He said Vargas is skinny, tall as hell for a weight class work rate. How with the jab, he can fight. But if it was legit on the cards, I like him. Yeah, fuck that. Nigga talking about Tennessee. Y'all ain't did shit. Man, nobody want to coach Tennessee. Don't nobody want to coach Tennessee, bro. Y'all fan base getting niggas fired before they get hired. They quitting before they even get hired. Nobody want to coach Tennessee. Go Buckeyes. Man, they keep kicking our ass. They gonna kick our ass again this year because they got that quarterback, Justin Fields. Justin Fields, man, that motherfucker bad. I don't know that Georgia playing Georgia. I wouldn't even go to Georgia. They playing a race game down there. They playing a race. Ain't no way Jake Fromm better than Justin Fields. If he is, I apologize, but he ain't. Jake Fromm garbage. He was good that first year, but last year they should have definitely put Justin Fields in. But he didn't want to go to LSU. He wanted to come to whole state. Where they playing at this year? I'm going this year. Where they playing at this year, y'all? Michigan, Ohio State. I can't remember. I know we lost last year. I can't even. Yeah, them niggas had a track team last year. They had a track team. All them niggas running 4.33 in the combine, 4.36. Well, them motherfuckers had a track team last year. And we had some fast players too, man. It didn't look like it. We had linebackers running 4.4, but they just had niggas running 4.33, 4.34. I was watching we had Michigan this year. I was watching they combine. Man, shit. He overrated. Man, that nigga can play. You crazy as fuck. I'm scared of that nigga. He just fast as fuck. Oh, yep. That's what they say every year. Oh, Dwayne Haskins ain't that good. You know, he about to come in for the backup, man. That motherfucker got the darting that shit all over. He got darting that shit. Oh, we ain't got to worry about the backup quarterback running. Shit, that nigga was tweet. Man, I can't stand them niggas, man. Watch that nigga, man. Y'all say he just fat. Watch that nigga come in there lighting the fuck out of Michigan up. Watch what I tell you. Cause JT Baird won shit. Troy Smith won shit. Who else they had over there? Braxton Miller. Ain't none of them niggas in the league. Ain't shit. Cardio Jones. He ain't shit. That nigga. They still looking for a backup quarterback to Phillip Rivers. Them niggas ain't shit. But when it come to playing Ohio State, Terrell Pryor won shit. He got switched to receiver. I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Oh yeah, Ohio State quarterback ain't that good this year. Motherfucker come in there. Oh my God, we've never seen nothing like this in a Michigan game. Justin Fields, he threw for 900 yards. He rushed for another 700 yards, and he had 15 total touchdowns. Oh my God, that's the man. Fuck that. He wasn't shit in the league. Troy Smith wasn't shit in the league. He couldn't even get off the bench and be a starter. That nigga, man. Them niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. That nigga Justin, he should have went to LSU. If we beat him this year, I'd be happy. I'm pulling for Michigan every time. But the basketball team, I'm just saying, they've been doing better. Shit, the baseball team, the swim team. Shit, Michigan might be a motherfucking basketball school. We might just be a basketball school now. Juwan Howard trying to get this 5-star kid. I don't got nothing bad to say about Ohio State. Nothing bad to say about their football program. Nothing bad to say about them. Niggas be talking shit. I said they done whooped our ass for decades at a time. We still beat their ass more than they beat us, but I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. At least we beat Michigan State ass. And then we beat them last year. Then the year before that, Jeff Horn lost the game for a real nigga. Because he couldn't throw. It was raining and we couldn't get our cleats, and I ain't trying to hear that, man. Hardball, you better go out. You lose to Ryan Day this year, I don't expect nothing less. But you know, Michael Phelps was part of the Michigan swim team. That's why I said the swim team. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Ohio State football. Y'all basketball team ain't shit. I know nothing about man. I'm just saying I ain't got nothing bad to say about them niggas football team. Nothing bad. They keep whooping our ass. So yeah, I used to go to Toledo for basketball camp back in the day, back when I had the jump shot. I ain't got that shit no more. I still could shoot, I think. I don't know. I don't hoop no more. Anybody got time to be out here tearing their ACL and tearing their MCL and shit and getting sweaty with these niggas? These young niggas ain't got no chill. Anybody hoop with these young niggas taking 3 or 4, 5 steps and shit. LeBron Jr. probably going to Ohio State. That nigga going to Duke. That little nigga can play though. Real talk. He can play. I like LeBron James Jr. Yeah, I hope he do well, man. He got the name. Niggas gonna hate him just off the name, but I hope he do well. I don't really like LeBron as a basketball player, but as a man, he make niggas look good. You can't hate LeBron. He ain't did shit wrong. He ain't been caught up in no real scandals or he ain't been, I don't know, he put all you can't hate LeBron James. I just don't like I don't like the basketball player. But I respect it. Armani going to Michigan State. Oh shit, that nigga gonna be a failure then. Everybody come out of Michigan State is a failure. Shannon, what's old boy name? The nigga with the braids. Shannon Brown. Tom Izzo fucked everybody up. Dewan from the Porous. I mean, I would never go to Michigan State. Only nigga that came out unscathed was motherfucking Jason Richardson and Zach Randolph. Tom Izzo mess up more niggas for the pros than Mike Krzyzewski. Go tell him to go to Michigan. Yipsy right next there. Now go to Michigan. Juwan Howard ain't gonna fuck you up. Denzel, he ain't shit. Denzel Valentine ain't shit. Keith Applin, this nigga scored 50 plus points in the state finals. Give him the time. Izzo, he fucked him up. Now he robbing titty bars. What are you doing around the city? Said can't do anything worse than Michael Jordan. Oh, you ain't lying, bro. Michael Jordan's is terrible, bro. Mo Peterson, yeah, he was about the only one. Mo Peterson, Jason Richardson, Zach Randolph. Oh, Jaren Jackson gonna be good, but he ain't play for real. He was on the bench, wasn't he? Draymond, yeah, Draymond good. He had one. Hey, Magic Johnson wasn't fucking there when Tom Izzo was the coach, nigga. He wasn't fucking there. But he fuck up everybody. Kalen Lucas, Keith Applin. That's the thing. I would never send my kid to Michigan State. Keith Applin is messing up, man. Start off at Michigan State, nigga. They had some players out there. They had some players coming there. Gary Harris is another one. He did good, but Gary Harris is just talented. But I like Jaren Jackson, Steve Smith. Yeah, Steve Smith was a good player. Was Tom Izzo there? I don't think Tom Izzo was there. Duke always fuck up all that. I wouldn't draft a guinea pig out of Duke. Duke always messing up their players, man. You name me another good player that came out of Duke. For real. Don't give me that. Don't give me that Kyrie Irving shit. He played there for a day. And the only thing you can think of is Elton Brand, Carlos Boozer. If Jason Williams didn't get on that motorcycle, but if you can't, Duke has some terrible pros. Kyle Singler, JJ Redick can see this expectation, but he really ain't shit. But they do. I like Bagley. Bagley gonna be straight. Zion lose weight, he gonna be straight. But North Carolina got all the pros. North Carolina got all the pros. They do. For pro, what college I think produced the best for pro basketball? That's tough. Because Ben Hollins at UCLA has some good players. Drew Holiday, Westbrook, Kevin Love. But he couldn't coach for shit. He's perhaps one of the worst college coaches I've seen. But North Carolina got some good ones. Jordan, James Worthy, Sam Perkins, Vince, Jerry Stackhouse. They had a lot of good ones. Tyler Hansbrough really won shit in the league, or Sean May wasn't, but they had some good players. Kobe White like he gonna be straight. I'd probably say I'm just off top. I'll say North Carolina. I forgot about Adrian Payne, Travis. Well, I forgot about them niggas. Adrian Payne, Rasheed Wallace. Yeah, I'd probably say North Carolina just off top. Antoine Jackson. I forgot. When the original Big East was so dope. They didn't have a lot of great. They probably didn't have a lot of great pros in the original Big East, but man, the Big East basketball was the equivalent to SEC football. Oh yeah, Kentucky for sure. Memphis is Kentucky. Derrick Rose, Hood Star, motherfucking Chris Douglas Roberts. You know, I had some good niggas to come out of Memphis. Remember Penny Hardaway, long time came out of there. Wherever John Calipari go, yup. Even before he got there, Jamal Mashburn was a Kentucky Wildcat. Tayshaun Prince was a Kentucky Wildcat before he got there. Tubby Smith had some good players. For sure. For sure. I forgot about Kentucky. Um, Texas for the South. Texas for sure. Kevin Durant, Tristan Thompson, TJ Ford, Mo Bamba. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah. They got some good UCLA, they just ain't had no coach. Man, Hollis can coach for shit. They should have hired LeVar Ball, big baller brand. But I probably say use UNC and then Kentucky and Duke. They of recent they kind of rebuilding their stock up, but UCLA had Kareem, Bill Walton, Reggie Barron, Ed O'Bannon, Westbrook, Collison, Love. Yeah, UCLA they got some. I didn't know Will Chamberlain had a 48-inch vertical. Will Chamberlain got the best vertical in the NBA of all time, other than one player I didn't recognize. Then it was Jordan. I don't know. Will Chamberlain might have been the GOAT of all time, man. DJ Augustine and LaMarcus. Yeah, I forgot they went to. Will Chamberlain might have been the GOAT, bro. Real talk. You know, a lot of motherfuckers say he played again. Man, they said the nigga can bench like 500 pounds. He had a 48-inch vert. I don't care fuck what. You know, a lot of people think they just put athletes here yesterday. Will Chamberlain had a 48-inch vertical. Like, fuck up out of here. That shit crazy. And that nigga was bench like 500 easy. I think he was lifting with Schwarzenegger or something. He said he can. Yeah, Will Chamberlain probably was the greatest athlete of all time. Just looking back at it, he said best athlete, but not best player. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Kareem was a high school phenom, but shit, Will Chamberlain, how can you argue? He put up 100 points. Shit, nigga, he had nigga had quadruple doubles and shit. That nigga had quadruple doubles. He ain't win shit though. He said he pick up Arnold Schwarzenegger like him. Yeah, Will Chamberlain was a. And then these niggas said he piped down over 100 women. Like, dude, this nigga just the GOAT. Lou Alcindor was a bad motherfucker too, though. Kareem was bad too. He was. The motherfuckers act like them niggas and have super teams. I don't give a fuck how you get a super team. Drafted, built, no matter. Them niggas had all time was it Dennis Johnson on the Celtics and Bill Walton on the bench. You know, they had Larry, Parrish, Bird, and motherfuckers say, wow, Michael Jordan couldn't beat those. You damn right. That nigga had Craig Hodges. that, nigga had, that nigga had Craig. That's like going to a motherfucking gunfight. That's like going to a motherfucking gunfight, coming that bitch with a 38 special with one bullet in that bitch. like, nigga, like really? What nobody think about, man? Imagine you put Michael Jordan on that bitch with Kareem. Nigga, you crazy as hell. You put Michael Jordan on that motherfucker with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, nigga. You see what happened. Motherfucker had 20 fucking championships, nigga. I still say Jordan to go. Jordan single-handedly turned, and I ain't like Jordan coming up as far as a player. Hold on. Michael Jordan single-handedly changed the NBA from a big man league to a guard league. Because you notice Hakeem went before him and Sam Bowie went before him. Before that, it was Sampson, it was Hakeem, it was Kareem, it was all Parrish, McHale. The NBA was a big motherfucker league. I remember Mateen Cleaves. I remember I was there when they won a championship. And I remember when the Pistons drafted him. But Michael Jordan is the greatest player I've ever seen play. I don't give a fuck what that said. I seen Pete Maravich is one of the most. I think he was before his time. Jerry West was a good player. Lowell Sender, Kareem Abdul-Will was a great. But nobody ever took a big man league and turned into a guard. Jordan started that shit. Where you see all these all now the league is now it's a guard league and they really pretty much abolished the center out the league. All that started with Jordan. All that started with Jordan. That started with Jordan. Jordan Jordan created flagrant fouls and techs because he couldn't because the Pistons was too physical. Scottie Pippen got a headache. This is what these niggas won't tell you. He said left my parole officer. She cooks for me on Saturday. Shit. I ain't trying to. I hope she ain't trying to put something in your shit. You go piss. You hot as hell. My brother, that nigga, they try to get that nigga probation up to Westland. I said, oh no, nigga, stay where you at. Stay where you at. But Jordan turned the big man league into a guards league. He did that, and Magic and Bird took the NBA to another stratosphere. It drove the popularity up, but Michael Jordan it took it. Magic and Bird drove the popularity of the NBA up in the United States, but Jordan took it international. Like Jordan did a lot of things, man, but he wasn't no knight in shining armor though. He wasn't. He wasn't. He had a lot of different political views and was just on the basketball court. I single handedly, motherfuckers say, "Oh, he didn't beat nobody great," or when he came into the league, like shit, the fucking Celtics had like 4, 5 Hall of Famers. Like he had Craig Hodges, bruh. Like what you want the nigga to do? The nigga broke his foot, played 17 games, broke his foot, came back, dropped 63 in the Boston Garden. No air conditioning. It was legitimately 1-on-5, nigga. 1-on-10. It was like two of them niggas. It was him and Hodges, I think. It was 2-on-15. No air conditioning. He dropped 63. I don't think he attempted a three-pointer. 63 points just from twos and free throws. That shit's sick. Oh, he got Shannon Sharp. He got swept. He got swept. Yeah, he just came off a Liz Frank injury. They don't tell you that. He made it his rookie year with nobody but Michael Jordan and Craig Hodges. Nobody else. Nobody else. He played some iconic fucking teams, nigga. I mean, in the East you still had Dominique and the Hawks. Who else you had? You had the Celtics was dominant. They was dominant as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And eventually the Pistons beat the Celtics, but then he beat the Cleveland team without the injuries. That Cleveland team with Mark Price, Bad Daughtry, Craig Elo, that was gonna be a real good team. Mark Price probably would have went down. He was like a Steve Nash before Steve Nash, but he ended up getting a knee injury. But to be real, yeah, I witnessed a lot of Jordan shit firsthand, and Jordan was by far going back on tape and live. I seen him battle with Reggie Miller, and motherfuckers say it wasn't nothing easy what Jordan got, bro. Like he legitimately fought tooth and nail with some of them Pacer teams, and Reggie Miller would bust his ass, and he'll bust Reggie out, and they'd be fighting tooth and nail. He wasn't just blowing out the fucking Pacers. Now, Pacers had a tough team, man, and Reggie Miller was my favorite player because he ain't back down from Jordan. He didn't. Reggie Miller was just a dog. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't the most talented nigga. He wasn't gonna take you off the dribble, but Reggie was my nigga. I wore 31 because of Reggie Miller. Real talk, I wore 30. Reggie Miller was my favorite player in the NBA. Real talk. After, yeah, in the middle of the night, yeah, Reggie. Yep. Reggie Miller was my favorite player. Yep, I wore 31 because of Reggie. Man, that shit crazy, man. I think back on it, man. I used to be praying and watching, only kid in the house watching the what was that? Hang Time would come on, and then the Ahmad Rashad show would come on. I forgot the name of the Ahmad Rashad show. Grant Hill just reprised that shit. It's escaping me. Inside the NBA or NBA stuff, some shit like that. It was some shit the show Ahmad Rashad had on, and then them games, them playoff games would come on, man. Oh man, it was nothing like NBA on NBC, man. That shit was like the greatest shit, man. Like, whew. And the Bulls, the Bulls, they were just dominant, but Jordan was the greatest motherfucker I've seen play. Jordan was a bad motherfucker, man. That nigga, I was watching live, nigga. We was our church. We had to get together for the men. And when he did that shit versus Byron Russell, when he had that shit, he pushed the nigga arm, he stepped back. Nigga, I was rooting for Karl Malone like a motherfucker, man. I couldn't stand the Bulls. He hit that motherfucker. Niggas went home mad. He nigga that. Nigga, let me fuck Jordan, nigga. Fuck Jordan, nigga. We all had Jordans on, though, man. Mr. Boxer, they salute fans for giving Michael Jordan averaged 28 points his rookie year and played all 82 games. Man, that motherfucker with Craig Hodges. He took them niggas to the playoff with Craig Hodges did. He pulled Craig Hodges, though, man. He should have stood up for that dashiki wearing ass nigga. They blackballed Craig Hodges out the league, though. But them Celtics teams were tough. You go back and watch some of the Pistons tapes, and they had to get over the Celtics, man. The Celtics was a tough team, man. But we got over them niggas, man. We should have beat them in '87 too. That's fucked up. When Isaiah, threw the ball away for whatever reason, Bird with the steal, and Bird stole and laid it up. And we should have beat the Lakers in '88. You know what I'm saying? But Isaiah tore his ankle up. Yeah, the Bucks put him out 1 year too. Well, the Bucks swept them niggas the Bulls 1 year too. But them motherfucking fucking the nigga Kareem did a hook shot and they called a foul on Bill Laimbeer. See, they don't like small market teams and mid market teams winning it. But we they tried to erase the Pistons, but in actuality the Pistons should have had at least 3 championships because they stole one from us versus the Lakers. Isaiah threw a chance for another one, but I ain't gonna count that. We got back to back. We beat Portland. Portland was saying you hadn't won in Portland in 20 years and went to Portland and Terry Porter and Ducksworth and I think Young Cliff Robinson was on that team and who else? Clyde Drexler was on that team and yeah, man, NBA in the 90s, man. I'm telling you, man, NBA in the 90s was good shit, man. I remember Penny and Shaq and them, and it was funny, man. I don't want to get too much into NBA talk, but what's going on, Courtney Rick? But they try to tell niggas like, oh man, without Shaq just carried Kobe to a championship. That ain't true. That ain't true. That ain't true. I ain't even talking about that no more, man. But talking to Joshua, but that ain't true, man. It's like Shaq had the team with Nick Anderson lost that shit. I'll never forget that. Horace Grant came over to the Magic because I think Jordan retired. And they had Horace Grant, they had Nick Anderson, Dennis Scott, Penny Hardaway. I think Scott Skiles might still been at the bench at the time. Scott Skiles was a former, people y'all know him as a coach, but he was a tough player. You know what I'm saying? But he might have been on the bench. But man, nigga, man, they would have had Houston down 0-1, and Nick Anderson missed like 7 fucking free throws, and Hakeem Olajuwon took Shaquille O'Neal to the cleaners, nigga. That nigga took Shaquille O'Neal to the fucking cleaners, nigga. He took Shaquille O'Neal to the fucking cleaners, nigga. Like that nigga Hakeem Olajuwon was, but he had killed David Robinson one of them years too. He was like, I thought I played great, man. Hakeem was the truth. Hakeem was the most flamboyant post player I've ever seen. Your average person couldn't do what Hakeem Olajuwon could do. Yeah, Scott Skiles played Michigan State, Eric Snow. Yeah, but your average player, you couldn't. Your average big man couldn't do what Hakeem could do. Maybe your guard like Kobe, but if you was the you say I got a Andre Drummond or I got a JaVale McGee, maybe they would have the footwork to do what Hakeem did. But if you just got a basic big fella, Kevin McHale was the guy post move. Kevin McHale, go back and watch his post move, technician on the block. He kind of was the professional version of what Juwan Howard was for Michigan in high school. I mean college, but Kevin McHale was a technician on the block. Hakeem you can't teach what Hakeem got, but McHale you can teach that. He said, "Imagine players hoisted Grant up after they beat the Bulls." MJ didn't like that. That shit was funny as fuck. Why you bring that shit up? Them niggas, that nigga Jordan kissed the. We talking about when Jordan kissed the Magic sign, or was it the Bull sign in the middle of the floor? Man, that nigga, man, they don't know what they had done, bro. And I think they might have beat them in the regular season. I'm not sure the next year, but Jordan came and obliterated that shit. Jordan came back and he stopped that shit. Jordan, nah. Jordan thought he could part-time win a championship. You can't part-time win a championship. no matter how great he was. He thought, man, that shit was crazy. Oh man, man. Gary Payton was my favorite player off that Sonics team. He was. I like Sean Kemp, but Gary Payton locked up Jordan in one of them series, man. And that series, I can't remember what year he locked him up, but Jordan played some great teams. That Trailblazer team, people forget it was a good team. Clyde Drexler was a good player. He was. Clyde Drexler was one of the best shooting guards I've seen. I was talking about the regular season. Did the Magic beat them in the regular season? I know they played a couple times that year. Maybe 3. I can't remember. But yeah, I know that. I know Jordan dusted them niggas off. He wasn't gonna have that. He played the Phoenix Suns team was nasty. Dan Marley, Charles Barkley was crazy, and KJ was crazy. They was a good team. That was an all time great team. Phoenix, Sonics was an all time great team. It just was so competitive in the West that you was fighting tooth and nail. Utah had a good team too. It had a couple white people on there, Ostertag, Hornacek, but John Stockton was bad white boy. Mm-hmm. John Stockton was a bad. Don't let nobody tell you no different. If John Stockton didn't play the way if he wasn't a traditional point, if he had the green light like Steph Curry, John Stockton could have easily averaged 30 points in the league. Easily. But he was a pass first point guard. John Stockton was a bad white boy. Mm-hmm. John Stockton was a bad motherfucker. Bad motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie. Them Knicks teams was tough. Ewing was always tough. They always played Jordan tough, even though Jordan used to be banging on them niggas. The Indiana teams was always tough. They was always tough. I used to root for them. The Knicks, the Miami Heat teams back then, them and the Knicks used to have some wars. They was always tough. And then when Jordan got out the league, I believe I think San Antonio finally put it together. They tanked for Tim Duncan. And then that's when their story started. That's when the West took over because Jordan had the East on lock. And then when Jordan went away, then Houston took 2. Jordan came back for 3. And then, San Antonio met Utah in the lockout year for the championship. I remember that shit. And San Antonio won. And then that's what that shit started. Then Kobe and Shaq arrived after that. And it was, San Antonio, the Lakers, whichever one really won, they won the championship. Man, that shit was crazy. I used to be huge. Reggie Miller was my favorite player in the league. You couldn't tell me shit about Reggie. Reggie played, I was there. You had a lot of good players throughout the 90s. People talk about you had Gary, you had Kidd, you had Mashburn, you had Jimmy Jackson that still was somewhere. You had Deadlift Shrimp, you had Sam Perkins, you had Arvydas Sabonis, and he came over in the 2000s, but Sabonis was the baddest white boy on the planet. He waited to come to the NBA late. You had Nick Van Exel, you had Rod Strickland, you had Kenny Anderson before he went on. You had good players. You had really good players. Dragan Petrovic, you had him. He was a good shooter. The game was different though. I remember KJ banged on Olajuwon, but yeah, KJ was bad. Sacramento's on. You had a lot of good players. Don't let nobody tell you that. Oh, they didn't play They had great players in the 90s. Like better to me overall, they was better. They was more efficient players. They played a more efficient game though. Today's game, just gunning threes. Like they played a more efficient game. You had point guards that Eddie Jones. You had point guards that played their position. Like Kevin Johnson, he could have been a Westbrook and scored all these different points, or he could have not Westbrook, but he could have been a Damian Lillard. But a lot of them niggas, it was just how they was conditioned to play. That's what it was. It was how it was conditioned to play the NBA game, and it wasn't you can jack up threes like that. Man, Marbury and I just did a video of Marbury and Garnett. They was a great pairing, man. I love me some Kevin Garnett, man. Garnett, Marbury, he was just an ignorant motherfucker, man. He's from New York, so he wanted to be the man. But Marbury and Garnett early on, Garnett was one of my favorite young guys in the NBA. Garnett, who else you had? You had a lot of really good young players, man. Weber was a good little underrated player, and they played different. I mean, if you go back to the 80s and Nate Tiny Archibald, he led the league in points and assists. I mean, I remember the Denver Nuggets and the Pistons were playing the regular season. They would average 120 points a game, and the Pistons was when they won the championship one year, they averaged 110 points a game, but they was the best defensive team. But you got to remember, Mitch Richmond, you got to remember that they shot more twos. You know what I'm saying? They shot more twos. You know, and they were scoring 110, 120, 130 points a game. And they didn't shoot so many threes. They just had they had more better fundamentals. People might say he might be faster, but it's about fundamentals, man. But Larry Bird was another one, man. I look back and say I just marvel at Larry Bird, how good he was. He said back in the day, big men who preferred to be shooters with no post game were considered soft. Now they're stretch fours. Yep, that's how it was. Sam Perkins was frowned upon. Rick Smits was another dude that loved that little 10 to 15 footer. Ewing can do it too. He can go to the rim and he can shoot the little 10 to 15 footer. So could Alonzo. I remember Grant Hill. Remember when Grant Hill missed the boxing today? That nigga, he tossed Alonzo. Alonzo tried to elbow the nigga. Grant Hill came down, banged on Alonzo ass. I was a Detroit nigga, so I watched every Grant Hill game. Yep, that shit came on UPN. Now it was the CW network. And Lonzo was like, this little soft ass little nigga from Duke. He ain't whoopty woo. He tried to, Grant Hill just took him and flipped him on his ass and then came, bam, banged on Lonzo. Lonzo was mad as hell. Niggas talk about that Vince Carter bang on Alonzo. Grant Hill tossed Alonzo to the ground and banged on a prime Alonzo before the kidney failures and shit like that, man. Yup. Yeah, he banged on that nigga like, damn, oh shit, we bad niggas, man. Woo, man, Grant was gonna be great. He fucked up playing in the playoffs, man. We bam on that nigga, but that's why it was considered soft. You know, they defended. You had a pantheon of great big men through the 90s. I mean, you had Robinson, Tim Duncan, I think came at the end. Robinson, Tim Duncan, Hakeem. You had who else you had out there? You had Barkley, you had Weber, you had, Juwan Howard's the first player to get $100 million contract. You had a young Kevin Garnett. You had Sharif Abdul-Rahim. I think he ended up dying, I think it was. Yeah, I think he died in Memphis or some shit like that. You had him, you had Horace Grant, you had a lot of good big men. The Davis brothers, Antonio, Dale Davis, Charles Oakley, you had Anthony Mason. Remember a story to tell about Biggie Smalls was about Anthony Mason. He was messing with Anthony Mason's wife. Sean Kemp, Vin Baker, he was working at Starbucks a couple years ago. Sean Bradley you had in there. Muta Bola. Yeah, Sabonis came late 90s. He was already old though, but the young Sabonis in the Olympics, the young Sabonis was heat. Yeah, so that Sabonis would have been the young Sabonis would have been perhaps the best big man in the league. That young nigga he had, man, he was before his time. He was before his time. He was one of the reasons they put pros as professional basketball players. I think they put a whooping on one of them college teams. Yep, and they was like, we gotta bring out the pros. You had really good ones, man. Remember you had Derek Coleman. You had Terry Mills who was shooting threes. I still remember the left hand Hill caught on the Wolves. The buckle up duck, man. Grant Hill was an animal, bro. He was an animal. He was an animal, man. I remember when McDyess was that nigga, man, and with the Nuggets before he tore his knee up. Antonio McDyess out of Alabama. McDyess was one of my favorites coming up too. Everybody remembers Sean Kemp, but McDyess was doing that shit too. McDyess was a top 5 player. At one point, McDyess was, man, he was going nuts on niggas, man. He was just like Sean Kemp. McDyess was a problem. Then I forgot how he messed his knee up. Then he had to rebuild his whole career. And McDyess was going dummy on it. Pow! Banging on niggas and shit, man. McDyess with them motherfucking them Nuggets. Oh, man, McDyess was going nuts on dudes. Antonio McDyess, man, he was a problem. Not to McDyess when he got with the Pistons and the Spurs and shit, though. When he was jumping out the gym, I don't know what he tore up. I forgot I left this nigga outside. He about to bark at everything. My dog don't play no shit. You ever seen any stories from the St. Cecilia runs back in the day? Yeah. You hear the old. They had runs up there maybe when I was in high school, 2008, 9. They still was doing runs up there. You hear the old Ed Martin stories and shit like that. How Chris Webber portrayed him to be some type of vulture and shit. That wasn't true, man. They still was doing runs up there about 10 years ago. St. Cecilia, man. Yup. Yeah, they still was doing some runs there. I heard some stories. I think some of my guys that stood the basketball, I used to go up there in the summertime or after we got out of school and go up there and run. Back in the day, yup. Crunk in one of them old church gyms. It ain't Saint Cecilia. I think it's if you don't get me wrong, Crunk it used to be on McGraw. I used to go to I used to be in high school in McGraw, and it used to be down the street on McGraw, and I think it caught fire. It caught fire, and but it was down there almost southwest. That was a dangerous area too. Like shit, yeah, walking through that hood to get to Crunk. If I'm correct, it was over there off of McGraw and whatever number streets. Like if you just walk into that gym off Grand River, like you gonna know how to fight by the time you get to the gym. I remember at a homie, he was walking home. I remember the street name, whatever, right? So I think we had basketball. I don't know what it was. We had basketball practice or something. So he walked into the crib, and two niggas jumped the nigga. I can't remember what the name was. It was a school on McGraw, and then it was like maybe like not even a half mile off Grand River. He got jumped, and he needed to get to school the next day. He asked my nigga like, "Man, why you would help me?" Like he said, "I don't fuck with you like that." And blah. I said, "That's some whole ass shit." I said, "That's some whole ass shit." The nigga did. Like, "I don't fuck with you like that, dog." He was a whole ass nigga. I would have punched that nigga if I was him. Cause if that nigga would have got jumped, he would have asked that nigga to help him. I'd have punched that nigga. I said, "You better than me." I'd have knocked that nigga clean the fuck out. He would have been suspended right with my ass that day. But a lot of niggas, man, walking down that strip used to get beat up, man. A lot of niggas. I remember this one nigga. I told the nigga, I'm like, man, we still cool too. We play fantasy football. Me and my mans, we told him, we like walk with us. They talking about the whole school knew it besides him. We was like, man, walk with us, man. They about to jump you after school. Just walk with us. You walk with us, they ain't gonna jump you. He was like, all right, man. He said, yeah, I gotta get this shit from whoop de whoop. He said, man, don't go over there, they gonna jump you, my nigga Devil. Don't go over there, they gonna jump you. This nigga said, I'll be right back. So he was like, nigga, so we can't walk. We was like, I told this nigga, all I seen this nigga trying to run. Nigga grabbed this nigga collar and started beating his ass. I said, I told you they was gonna jump you when you got my nigga was like, I told you. This nigga was moving in slow motion with like Timberlands on. This nigga had like the steel toe Timberlands and some shit, though. I told this dumbass nigga they was gonna jump you. And the nigga that jumped him, we went to middle school together. And I don't know what the nigga did to his sister. His sister was fine as hell too. Whatever he did with his sister, I don't know what he did to that nigga's sister, but they beat his ass. I think her brother was gay. I think he ended up being gay, but he beat his ass that day. How many times you went to Crunk? I ain't never been to Crunk, but I went to school by it, and then they had one on Warren. They moved it on Warren. You don't never know where the fuck it's at. It had one on Warren, and they lost it. It caught fire. And then they might have moved it around the corner. Shut up. They might have moved it around the corner on Chicago. I'm not far from there. I got an interview. I got an interview with the coach, Sugar Hill. Last year to this day, I met him. I had to contact him and ask him where they at, but Emmanuel Stewart was gonna open a new one up in a new boxing arena in Southfield, where it was gonna be a boxing gym, and it was gonna be and they was gonna put amateur shows there, but he ended up passing away. That's fucked up. But I know it was in the hood. It was over in the hood, borderline southwest west side. I remember it was in the hood, but that time I was playing football and I was playing basketball. I wasn't into boxing. How younger I was, but if I wasn't, if to play basketball, you either have to play cross country or play football. I was in the football because I wasn't running no cross country, but that's what I did anyway. And I was in basketball, and then after basketball season, we go up to Northwest Activity Center and hoop, or just like fuck with the hoes. Lorenzo Wright, yeah, that's what it was. Lorenzo Wright, I'm sorry, yeah, you're right. Lorenzo Wright is the one that died. Not Sharif Abdul Rahim. Lorenzo Wright, yeah, he was from Memphis. Yep, yep. Yeah, now I don't even know where they do like really good runs in Detroit no more. That's crazy because they used to do them at Northwestern Activity Center. They shut their doors to the to the kids. I don't know why. My last year in high school, they shut their doors to the kids. And then like then we used to run up at UOD Jesu. We used to run up at UOD Mercy, the college and shit. We used to run up there. I think they ended up shutting that down. Uh, so I don't know where these niggas run at no more, man. I know his father was the mayor of Highland Park at one point in time, and they used to run up there with Andre Drummond and shit. This shit crazy, man. It's crazy. So I don't really know where the kids hoop at no more. That's crazy. I don't know where the high schoolers hoop at no more. The AAU done took over though, so You know, he used to have runs at Weber. Then it was a church across. It was just like this gym across the street from Chassis High School. Used to go up there and run, but you really had to go up there like you had to go up there with like a crew of niggas, like 4 or 5, because you get jumped over in Southwest quick. You get jumped quick over there. So about you had to go there 4, 5, 6 niggas deep, and you could hoop up in the gym. We go over there and hoop and shit. You had all through Southwest and just through the Number Street area, Woodward, and all the way back down to Dexter, Grand River, and Webster. You know, Weber High, little middle school used to hoop at, and all the way down to Chassium. You legitimately had to roll with somebody because they jumped shit out your ass. I remember one day they got a nigga and they pepper sprayed a nigga and they jumped. They pepper sprayed a nigga. Nigga name was Brandon. I ain't care for the nigga. I wasn't there. But I heard they pepper sprayed the nigga and jumped him. That shit crazy. They pepper sprayed the nigga and jumped him. You ever heard of that shit? Some gangsters pepper spraying a regular nigga. I don't know what he did. A lot of niggas just get their ass whooped, nigga. Get their jacket stolen and shit. But I ain't really had no problems. My uncle stayed over there, so I ain't had no problems out of that shit. But a lot of niggas get jumped over there, man. That shit was crazy. I remember one day this nigga smacked the apple out of bitch's mouth because she wouldn't give him a number. And this little dark skinned nigga, called himself trying to jump in. He got his ass whooped and still ain't getting no pussy. She didn't even wipe the blood off the nigga face. I said, you trying to be Captain Save-A-Hole. You got your ass whooped. That little nigga name, I think they called that nigga Tom, Black Tom. So yeah, man. If you was gonna learn to fight, just walking to Crunk back then. But now I think they in the church. They used to be, I think they had where the old Detroit community used to be. That's sad though, man. They said I was talking to K9, the boxer that was the IBF champion that he fought Jamal Charlo, and that's how Jamal Charlo got his belt. I was talking to him at Motor City Soul Food one day, just like maybe 5, 7. And I run into him all the time. Walmart, even fights. I run into him this year at the fights in Detroit. And he was telling me that when he decided to sign away from Emmanuel Stewart, I don't know who he signed with, I forget. Emmanuel Stewart got mad at him and ripped all his stuff off the wall, his picture off the wall, and kicked him out the gym. That shit was crazy. He said, I don't even roll with 10 people like that, but I roll with my cousins and his team. We stay at least 6 bed deep, man. And you had to roll with niggas back then, for real. I had niggas pull off a shotgun over a chick. You know, all types of shit going down back then. Probably still that way. I seen nigga. I seen the nigga. I'm about to get off though. I seen the nigga on social media, right? And a nigga put this video. Matter of fact, it was Leonardo Tyner, the boxer. He put the video up and shit. And a nigga was fighting. He was fighting a nigga. I don't know if y'all seen it, but I'm about to put it in the description so y'all can see it. Hold on, I'm about to put it in the description so y'all can see it. I think I still got it. Hold on. I'm about to put it in the, so I'm about to put it in the chat so y'all can see this shit, bro. Cause y'all ain't gonna believe it when I tell y'all what happened. Cause I have never seen. I'm yet to see this happen in my life before. I'm yet to see this happen in my life before. Yeah, I remember those Detroit Mercy, Willie Green. Yeah, Willie Green with the Cooley. I lived up the street from Cooley. Rashard Phillips. Yeah, Rashard Phillips, light skinned nigga with the break. I used to go down to those games. Yep. My mom used to take me down to the UD Mercy games. Even before they made it, when they was bad, we used to go down to those UD Mercy games. Yeah, I used to hoop on that very flow, but that's the link in the description right there. So he posts his video up, so they get to fighting, right? You know, they got to be somewhere in the South because they got these crazy ass old schools and these all colored up. They light it up in the trunk. You know how niggas do that to be somewhere in the South. And they fighting, and nigga pulled a strap. It's like he pulled a revolver in my memory. He pulled a strap, and my man started backing up, like, put the gun up, you whole ass nigga. Whoop 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 whoop. And the nigga really put the gun up. He put the gun up like shit. He fought the nigga. He got his ass whooped, but he put the gun up. And I really ain't never seen these niggas do that before. Usually when a nigga pulled a gun, he's shooting it. But really, how I look at it, like he took an ass whooping like a man, right? But I think he woke up today. He was able to wake up in his own bed and not in a jail cell or got to turn yourself in to worry about the feds kicking your dough in. Because he really pulled a strap, was about to shoot the nigga, and somebody was like, man, no, man. they talked him out this shit. And he fought the nigga, got his ass whooped. It wasn't catastrophic, but he could easily pull the strap and killed that nigga, man. So, just take your ass up like a man sometimes to be like that. But a lot of motherfuckers quick to pull that trigger, and guess what? He'd have been fighting for his life in the jail system. You know what I'm saying? The judicial system. So I'm glad that he put that gun away in that video, man, because he might got kids. Like he was doing well for himself. He was dressed nice. He had a nice little car, and now you can go home to that, drive your car, and it is what it is. So I'm glad he put that strap away, man. We need more of that, man. But your average dude, the rule in the street. You pull it, you got to shoot it. But it is what it is. Appreciate everybody for checking in. I'm gonna go check out Shakur Stevenson. Let this dog in his house. I know he mad as hell too. That nigga mad. He been outside for a minute. he went outside to run earlier. We went to run. And then he slept in my bed for a minute. And I put his ass outside right before after Brian Jennings lost to Joe Joyce. After Brian Jennings lost, I put that nigga outside. He been outside ever since. It was 90 degrees. He gonna kill my ass, man. He gonna kill my ass. But yeah, I don't know if y'all seen the Brian Jennings fight. It was I had Joe Joyce winning. Technically I think I had it 116 or whatever. I think it was 117, 110. They had them nigga take away a point for a weak ass low blow. But yeah, Joe Joyce won that shit. I'm sorry. I thought he would because Brian Jennings got knocked out. Now, really, Brian Jennings is really gatekeeper status or opponent status, and it's sad because he was looking to hit Joe Joyce with one shot, especially the left hook in between his combinations. And I'm gonna talk about that for me. He was looking to look at Joe Joyce in between the combination with the left hook. But the fucked up thing about it, he hurt Joe Joyce with a left hook to the side. And that kind of won the first round of me. But after that, Brian Jennings never threw in combination, to have his speed to be a factor. And Joe Joyce was just he was just throwing a lot of punches, a lot of combinations. They were slow, but he was keeping a perfect distance. Even though Jennings had the 4-inch reach advantage, he was stepping in and out of range. And, I was impressed by Joe Joyce's defense. That might sound stupid, but Joe Joyce rolling shots and slipping shots and, kind of, parrying shot. It was an impressive performance. A lot of people said they wasn't impressed, but I expect Joe Joyce to be a bigger puncher. I expected Joe Joyce to be a bigger puncher. He wasn't. And I think that's the problem. He don't punch big enough to be that slow, but he beat Jennings. Jennings should have really, punched the combination more. He should have, used the straight punches more, but he didn't. But shout out to, Joe Joyce. He did what he had to do, but I don't see him beating Daniel Du Bois. I don't see him beating Wilder. I don't. Tyson Fury say he's looking at fighting Jarrell Miller or Trevor Bryan, too. I think it's time for Trevor Bryan to get his shot, but appreciate it, man. Just want to speak on that for a minute. And I might go live for the Stevenson fight. My daughter's supposed to come home from the summer. We got a funeral to go to. She's supposed to come home from the summer, but she ain't come home yet. So I might go live. If she don't come home, I'll probably go. If she come home, going to the casino. She need a dog to make sure. He said, yeah, people don't do like that no more. I get why certain situations need a weapon. Yeah. Certain times you do need a weapon, though, man. But hey, it is what it is. We go.